friends and family and everyone in between. Hello. It is Monday. It's been a weird day for me. It's just been weird. But I hope yours is going a little better. Having a good Monday, a good start to the week. I'm going to be playing some Great Ace Attorney tonight because I feel like it. I'm not going to do an art stream this week on Wednesday. If you guys have seen my schedule on my Twitter, I am just a little not feeling great about it. So I'm going to do some games this week just to kind of let myself decompress in that particular way, if that makes sense. Anyway, like I said, it's been weird. It's been a weird day. It was just weird. So I'm ready for some weirdness in a way that I am a little more, I like doing voices and joking around and streaming for you guys. I've been looking forward to this all day because I've just been like, I literally just want to, all day at work I was like, I just want to get home and stream and play some Ace Attorney with some cool people. So yeah, thank you for being here and being cool. I'm gonna pop up the trigger and content warnings, also pop them in the chat, just to keep everybody on the same page. There is a link to the Does the Dog Die page, which is where I get all of my trigger and content warnings, of course. Let's see here. So, which one? I have so many different, I've saved like different things for all of the trigger warnings so I can kind of keep the games that I'm playing in rotation kind of on deck, if so to speak. So here are the trigger and content warnings for Great Ace Attorney. So blood and gore, visual and audio. It's a murder game. We know this. Gun violence. They're literally in the first case. There's some guns. Hi Source Hill. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Welcome in. There is animal death and suicide, alcohol and substance abuse. I don't know if we got there, but I think there's like a character that drinks a lot of wine. So that's going to be a thing later. Domestic violence, self-harm, some snakes specifically were mentioned. So snakes, anxiety attacks, which I think Ryunosuke is having one right now since it's the first trial and he doesn't know what to do as a lawyer. Hospitals, bone breaking, hanging, suffocation, burial alive. I'm guessing these are all probably going to be causes of death in the later cases. Anti-Semitism, which I've heard, and I've said that I say this like every time. I'm pretty sure it's like very, very implied, but just be aware of that, especially right now. I don't know if y'all have heard about all of the book bannings and the attempted book bannings. I dropped it on Super OK Brie for a bit and then came here. Oh yeah, I noticed we both went live kind of at the same time and I was like, oh no, Brie, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you got to stop by her stream as well. Where was it? Anti-Semitism, fat jokes, and then flashing lights, shaky cam, and claustrophobic scenes are kind of par for the course for Ace Attorney. So just those to be aware of. And now, without further ado, it's time to get lawyering up in here. I think it's about that time to get lawyering. So, here we go. If I can switch my scenes properly. There we go. Oh no, my switch is like, you don't talk to me, so we're going to sleep. Music. There it is. I was like, where are you? We are continuing our adventure. That's what we're doing. Yes, still in episode 1 because this is quite the case. Quite the case indeed. All right, 22nd of November. Supreme Court of Judicature. So last time we left off, there was the evil English lady who thought she was all that. And she was rude and sort of racist and very xenophobic. And so we're going to prove her guilty of murder. Damn it. Oh, I love this music so much. I say this every time, but truly. That's right. Homegirl came in to try to come in clutch. Oh God, I gotta remember the voices. Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why the sudden ingress in my courtroom? Ha! The judicial assistant and a woman, no less. All right, this man is on thin ice.
The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
That's stupid.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But, Your Excellency...
I am most grateful.
Okay. Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something? Written in English.
It's Giselle Brett's research.
The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper.
Oh god, what voice? Yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Because you probably can't read.
I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Completely, but you started Persona 5? Wait, is this your first time playing Persona? Or Persona 5? Have you played any of the Persona games? Or is this like your first time playing a Persona game? Because Persona 5 was my first Persona game. So I'm not going to judge you for that or anything. Because that was that's how I was introduced to the series. But also, how do you like it so far? I have so many questions. I love Persona so much.
I haven't been able to...
First time... Ooh! That's so exciting! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to squeal. But that's really awesome. That's really awesome. You're going to love it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I think Persona 5 has the best cast. Cast. I can't speak. Excuse me. Best cast. I'm gonna take my sweet tea. Oh no, of course not. Special characteristics of curare. Special characteristics of curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? What's that? I've never heard of that word before.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
Just say you don't get any and move on, Ouchie.
There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it would be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful, thank you. Giselle's report has been entered into the court record.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
She should be allowed in court. Just saying. We've had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. 2 words, fucking fantastic, and I definitely say you would play Aw, thank you! But wait, if you only just started, you haven't gotten to Futaba yet. Also, I feel like I am flattered by but I feel like probably somebody younger than me would be better to play Futaba. But I super appreciate that you trusted my acting ability. I love cosplaying her though. She's probably, I really went back and forth on I've already talked about this before on stream, but I'll talk about it again. I went back and forth on which of the girls in the Persona 5 cast was my favorite. And I started leaning towards another one, but then I went back to Futaba, so. Oh man, you're gonna love when you get to her in the story. I want to play Persona 5 again, honestly, and I played it technically twice because I played Persona 5 Vanilla and then I played Royal. God, I love Persona. From my well, yeah. It's gonna change like your whole. I don't want to like spoil it if you've already. I don't know if you've already been spoiled. Hopefully you haven't been spoiled, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Ugh, look at this little bitch with her stupid swan hat. I want to right off her head. I bet if I untied that ribbon, her head would fall off. You know, like that creepy fairy tale? The woman with the ribbon around her neck? Oh my gosh, now there's something in my eye. It's not one thing, it's the other. Jesus. I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. Oh, sorry. I should... Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I've had, like, really bad sinus issues lately, too, and so I've just drainage everywhere. That's gross, but if I, like, clear my throat or whatever, just deal with me, please. This really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. Can I look at it before we start making claims, though? Because I haven't had it. I'm gonna take a look at that before you start saying some stupid shit. Let's, maybe we examine. A synopsis. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Interesting. Special characteristics. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. So, he was pierced... Wait, what? Okay, due to its... Oh my gosh, excuse me. Due to its ability to render... I really hope I don't have COVID or some shit, because that would suck. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. There it is. There it is! There it is! However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. That's terrifying. Interesting. Sorry for my vibrating phone. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Cool. Well, Miss Brett.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Oh god, I shouldn't do that voice because it's reminding me of my D&D character too much. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you would grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realized it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order. Ooh, we gonna get you today.
I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
She racist as fuck. She's so racist. My apologies, dear lady. They really gave that, like, they gave that gavel swing, like, a real flair. Like, a real flourish and flair to it in this game. So, counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? Well, Your Honor, this thingy. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. This one. Yes! Yes! Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at UMA University, doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison. The poison. The poison specifically for Cusco. Cusco's poison. What? Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel? A toxin known as curare. Curare. Jesus. No, it's would if it was curare. Curare. I'm gonna say curare. That's cool. A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to an instant death.
Objection! What complete and utter nonsense! Curare, you say? I've never heard of it.
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have done? You wouldn't have done. You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist. Hey, maybe my, like, sinuses and slight cough are gonna help me because he's, like, literally dying of tuberculosis, so it helps. Method acting! Correct, which means no matter what test the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. What? God, her outfit is ugly. It's so ugly. Order. Order, order. Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. You mean colonists? It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Ooh, she getting real quiet now.
Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery!
What the fuck does that mean? I don't like that.
To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain. The other diners would have surely noticed.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. Excuse me. I don't know if it makes it better or worse. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean, the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that curare was used. Explain yourself, Counsel. The moment the toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they are in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. Oh, terrible. Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did? Had, maybe? Had? The effects would go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Cosma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation. Oh, God, why am I giving him that? Okay, no. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Respiration? They suffocate. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. Ooh, that's terrible. That's really fucking... That's grim.
That's hideous.
Yeah, hideous is a great way to put it. I was searching for the word there. To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. Jesus Christ! Yeah, we're all Ryunosuke right now. Just, ooh. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison. And she is a horrible, vicious bitch. Because she used it. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrible poison. Terrifying poison.
This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing? What a happy tale for the defense!
Really? I'd hardly call it happy.
Ahem, if I may.
All these facts? You think you're so clever? Ooh.
It is you who must be taught.
Of course. Dear lady!
Oh, she getting mad. I want to see that bitch-ass face of yours. Bitch, slap that hat off your...
So this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
Oh, God, that's rough. What?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them.
No, that's not what's happening.
I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Yeah, you tell her, Cosma.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree? He's biting.
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules. And screw the rules, I have money!
What's so funny?
Oh, excuse me. Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Well, yes, I don't see, why not? She's gonna break it. She's just gonna shatter that damn thing, isn't she? Oh no, she's gonna drink out of it. That was so well animated. That was so fancily animated. What the hell?
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Island boys? Oh no. Oh, I just had a memory of something. Oh no. 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 No, no, we're not gonna go to the island boys. Sorry.
To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end.
No, the game just started! This is the first case! Cheers! Wait, hold on. I hate her, but why not? Cheers, my dears! Also, if that's water, you're not supposed to cheers with water. It's bad luck. You're gonna cause the death of somebody. Oh, wait, you already did, because you're a murderer. Wait, what are you doing?
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for the shabby affair.
Her sparkling water, it's just water now. Ooh. She's gonna die, right?
Goodness! Whatever's the matter? You all look quite stunned.
So, no karate. The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy, but of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
Grrr.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Yes, dear lady. most gratified with all the assistance you have given. I'm not done. It's not the bottle, it's the glass. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she swallow the whole glass and live to tell the tale? Because it wasn't in that glass. It was the glass that she stole with the purse and the thing and the stuff. I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for an interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Ryunosuke. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water contains no poison. Not the bottle. As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle. What? Why, Ryunosuke? Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now. Yes. Sometimes your unadulterated naivete really astounds me. Naivety? I think I actually said it wrong. That wasn't naivete, that was naivety. Are those two different words? I don't know enough English for this game! But sometimes it's in need of a good staining until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world. Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent? That was a guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Count. That was wrong? That was not real. Wait, that's not. Wait, was that not the bottle? Hold on. The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to France and ask. You could just say that you don't know. Wait, can I read it? It's a little too scribbly to be able to read it. Is this the label again? So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. No, Ryunosuke, you can't do that. It's evidence. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke. In more ways than one. Is that a compliment? I wonder. Could there be anything in this water? What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. A possibility, they said. Which is probably what I was supposed to look at before. Nothing in the top. Okay, hold on. The poison enters a body through a wound, such as inflicted by a blowpipe dart. So, okay, it has to enter through a wound. I think that's an important clue there. So I don't think he would have been able to just drink the poison. I will revisit this. Anywho, I was penalized because apparently that was the wrong answer. It contains poison because that was a 50-50 shot. The culprit did put Kurari poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its I thought it said rules. Oh my god. Refuses to change its position. You're serious.
Objection!
Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Misbred drinking the water from it?
That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence. We have it in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Very well, if the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume the suddenly poisoned water unscathed? The glass, right? Like it's...
Yes!
Nope. Nope, wrong. The music didn't stop. Okay. It's the only real source of complication in this case, and you have to think harder than that. Damn it, I'm losing! Ugh, sorry, Your Excellency. I'll try to find some better supporting evidence. You're making this complication more complicated than it needs to be. Alright, I'll do my best to find an answer that fits the facts. If the defense, sorry, the wretched accused, truly intends to... Damn. Okay.
Yes!
Okay, that... Okay, so whatever. The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report. I almost tried to mix the words research and report together. Research.
That's not a valid explanation.
No?
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, Counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? That's a good question. Oh, hello, Kyle. You're online. Probably special characteristics. Yeah. Special characteristics. We've been hearing a lot about this curare poison. And it's left me curious about something. It's left me curious about something. Oh, Counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. That's a good point. Good gracious, Counsel! No, that would be madness! That would be utter madness! But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. Because our victim didn't have a wound. Sorry, I'm taking my socks off. That's why I just threw behind me. My feet are too warm. But it all makes sense when you interpret oh my gosh, when you interpret what's written like this. I'm struggling to get my sock off. When curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, When it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. Interesting. Miss Brett, you authored this research, you knew Kurari's special characteristics, and you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. Ha 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 ha! Oh, so it really was poisoned. Wow, they're like really throwing me. I thought it was gonna be a little more obvious than this, but damn, they are like really just all over the place.
You meddling little.
Oh no! Oh god, Rapscallion! Her hat's alive! I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer? Yes, it's in your blood.
Objection!
Oh, all this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it possibly...
So, the inbred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish? Flaw?
As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus.
Ew, gross. Oh yes, well of course. Gastric suckers, what are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Yeah, but we're getting to that.
That's right.
Good gracious.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no? It's just science.
Order! Order in the court, order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
Ooh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Why are we zooming in like this? This is so dramatic. What? What is this? Welling up inside me? I've never felt like this before. Is this your magic ability? Does he get a magic ability like all the other lawyers do? Everybody knows lawyers get magic powers. It just happens. Are the chess pieces about to fall down? Is this a logic chess moment? Do I need a Magatama? Are we doing a Cyclock unlocking thing? Do I get a bracelet that squeezes me when somebody's lying and I have to pinpoint their tell, their poker tell? Do I have to do a psychological analysis with my little device? What else did they do? I'm trying to go through all the lawyers. I was like, did I get everybody? Do I get to see a seance? It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. It is a superpower! And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my Oh. Okay. Kinky.
Objection!
Oh, shit. I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. How dare you use that tone with me? This looks ridiculous. You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, you must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the curare because of the wound? the bullet, right? I don't know what piece of evidence I'm like meant to. I'm gonna show
Take
this.
that!
No? I'm sorry, Counsel, but the slipshod manner in which you've tossed evidence before the court does not inspire confidence. Huh? Listen, Ryunosuke, there's no need to overthink this. We know the Kudare's toxic effects only come into play when the poison enters the body via a wound. Right, so that can only mean that when Dr. Wilson drank his glass of water, he must have had a wound somewhere that let the poison in. He went to the dentist! He went to the dentist. I was thinking, like, she laced the bullet with... Damn, they really, for the first case, I'm sorry, this is some, like, at least third case stuff in other games. This is, like, third case, man, do not play this one first. Actually, no, maybe you should play this one first if you don't play Ace Attorney. Because then it'll be easier. This is hard. This is really hard for a first case. And I would know. I've played all of the Ace Attorney games. Okay, exactly. So we need some evidence that would provide that the professor had a wound inside his mouth. He went and got a tooth pulled. Ah, of course. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. This is a line we already had. Okay. Because,
Take that!
take that! As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference? The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poison water?
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Oh god, I went to the dentist the other day and it sucked. Just, sorry. I had to put that in there a little bit because it sucked. It sucked. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. Is she... Oh, do we get to see her freak out? Is the swan gonna come alive? Is there actually a flock of swans? Is this a flock of swans? No, it's not. What is the swan... What is a group of swans called? A song? No, it's not a song. What is a group of swans called? Wait, no. I see, now I gotta Google it. What is a group of swans called? A bevy. Okay. A bevy. Wait, a lamentation? Are there different? No. No. No, a lamentation is the song's is the actual. It's called a bevy. That's what it is. Long story short, it's called a bevy. All right. Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile. Pure.
I'm sorry, I have to Google again because I've never come across that word. How do you... Childishly silly and trivial. Puerile. Okay. Puerile. That's how you pronounce it. Oh, so puerile. I'm gonna use that. That's a good word. What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough.
Oh my god, what is she gonna do?
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
No!
I mean, it could just slip. Oh dear, how careless of me.
I knew she was gonna fucking do that.
I'm afraid some crucial crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
No! What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman! She just smashed that bottle! And then the Supreme Court! What a terrible blunder! Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
How could you? You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle of not.
You...
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady.
I hate this man. I want to punch him in the nose. Just like straight up clap him.
That's right. And really looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
She's super dirty and she racist. She racist, she a bitch, she dirty as fuck. She's the worst.
Objection!
No, you killed the victim that day, using curare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor around in his chair. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I?
It's okay, I think she'll probably be put to death.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head? You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Color. With the U because, oh, there's blood on the, oh. Okay. Is Cosmo right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? I'm gonna assume yes, and I'm gonna hope it's right. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. Ha! You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. I'm gonna wipe the smile off her face, I'm gonna wipe that mask off her face, I'm gonna wipe that fucking swan off her head. Alright, I can't wait. It's been niggling me. It's been what? It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. I hate that. Why did he say it like that? Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been... Is this bloodstain?
Take that!
The music stopped, so I have to assume. Wait. Was it actually Inspector Hosonaga? Wait, no, I'm getting... Oh, hold on. The blood in the... You know what? No, we're just gonna... I'm not gonna say anything. Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this. Oh, he looking really concerned. Yes, what is it? He's still miles away, probably thinking about the bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute! Where are you going with Ooh. Where are you going with this, little boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. Gross!
What?
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him unless the bullet went all the way through, which the medical record specifically said that the bullet did not exit the victim's body, it only entered, so it's still in his body. Which means that the blood blood splatter is a totally different thing. The blood spatter would have gone out instead of behind. Even with the momentum of the... Yes. Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon!
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous! Fabricated nonsense! Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Actually, yeah, in a court of law, that probably would not have gone over well.
Hold it!
Ooh, who's that? Who said that? Was that you? That's what you sound like? Alright, okay. Damn, I didn't... First of all, who are you? You're not a lawyer. You don't get a hold it. That's not how this works. Only the lawyers get hold its. Only the lawyers get the fully voiced hold its. You get the little thing, but you don't... Apparently... Okay, wow. They really... I'm like freaking out because I love this game so much. I'm super geeking out. Y'all can't even tell, but my heart is all like fluttery because I just... Okay. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate in the entrance of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. And the meat was delicious.
You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Is this man... Well, is this man, Fulbright. I was like, what is his name? Dual Destinies man. Fulbright. Cause Simon calls him Foolbright. Batman? No, not Batman. Although Hosonaga is definitely giving me a lot of Alfred vibes. If Alfred was, I don't know, dying of consumption. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir. I knew it. I knew the steak would come in handy. The steak came in handy when the stakes were high enough. Sorry for the delay. Here is what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood, man. Show the court. Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. Oh no. Oh no. No! It's not bloody! No. No blood. God damn it. This one case is just so many twists and turns. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible. I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
What an unbecoming expression, little boy.
Oh my god. The fucking swan.
You see, this is why I always...
Ooh. I don't... I don't want to read that. She is the worst.
You see, this is why I always say that you can't trust with the...
I can't. Moving on.
What? I couldn't agree more in the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
I believe we may have finally reached a conclusion this trial.
Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. Ha! This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Okay. I have a plate of steak now. Was the plate I saw or thought I saw just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost. Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take another gander at that steak plate. The coin! The coin that's been missing! The missing coin! Why is it there? Why is it there? Why the fuck is it under the steak? Huh? What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion before bouillon. Bullion? Is that... bullion? My brain is really trying to parse bullion, bouillon, and boolean. Like the programming boolean? Anyway. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means something, I guess. This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat? No, it's a cat. Dude, really? It's a cow. Obviously. Yeah, dude. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beef steak. It seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware. So this is the symbol of La Carnival, is it? Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh my god, it's a pun. Because La Carnival is like carnival almost. It's like the carnival, like the celebration, and then carne is meat. Duh. Duh. Anyway. Is there anything else on the bottom of the plate, maybe? Can't find anything out of place. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's just a fucking coin in there. I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoei era, too. That would make it really quite valuable. It's well marinated in the juices as well. Look. What, are you thinking of eating it? No, but the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's gonna be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize. He's gonna start thinking that every steak he orders is a fucking loot box. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke. A Koban coin underneath this steak. There's only one logical explanation. This isn't the steak that they had! Or is it? I don't fucking know. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. Yeah, peel yourself off the bench, man. Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. Well, I just did that. As the evidence requested as the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, we can't cancel it. I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Yeah, there's another clue. There's a fucking coin underneath it! Your Excellency, please wait! This plate of beef is hiding another clue! Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth!
Attention!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is this new clue to be found?
Well, it's under the steak! Yep. We already read this, because I examined it. Yep. Moving right along. Come on, we already been through this. Yep. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion and bouillon. Extraordinary. This means... Oh wait, am I supposed to present instead of selecting it? Maybe this is my own fault for being dumb. Moving. God, I wish it would skip the dialogue a little faster. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to present it, but whatever.
Got it!
Got it! Good gracious, that's...
A koban?
What on earth?
Oh, I are one of that. Ace Attorney is Sam Riegel. Wait. Wait. Is Sam... Oh my god. I have to look it up now because I'm an idiot. Oh, Spillin! Okay, yes! Yes! Okay. Yes. He's Ace Attorney? What? Actually, I did learn that, the guy who plays, what is his name? Tiberius? The one that's, like, kind of not great, that everyone kind of, yeah, that, apparently he actually does play Apollo Justice, one of the Ace Attorney characters. And I was like, no, I love Apollo Justice. Why? Why must you be steeped in controversy and play one of my favorite characters? This is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me. Why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
No. What a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is. I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat?
I mean, relevant or not, I feel like we should kind of look into the whole coin meat debacle, because this is not normally how things are done.
That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
I highly doubt that. I feel like that chef should be fired,
Objection!
if that's the case. Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen. A rare Hoi Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. Free money from the chef. Is that what you get for compliments to the chef? It's like they're like, here, just kind of bribing the customers with some, like, what? At this point, I feel like it'd be like, it's an artifact. It's not even like money. It's an artifact that's worth money. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He tripped and fell and a coin landed in her steak. Oh my gosh. He's right, it can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency! Yes, Counsel. A rare Hoi Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now, even though I literally only got it this morning.
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Savage.
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that this is oh my gosh, that it is you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here. This is why you don't defend yourself, my man. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what's it doing under that steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. That old guy. Whose name I forgot because it's been like a week. The owner of the Koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is... Where is he? This guy. Kyuryo Korakuta.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of the Rustate, Kyuryo Korakuta. Oh my god. I need to work on my Japanese pronunciation. Kyuryo Korakuta-san.
Cutie, as in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfat.
She's the worst. The worst. I hate her so much. Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Oh my god, I totally forgot what voice I gave him. Oh my god, what voice did I give him? It was something really annoying. Fuck.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoi Koban, my prize coin.
Then this Hoi Koban, do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No, please! Why would Korakuta-san's Koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate. It makes no sense.
Yes!
Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out, dude. Which is why I'm asking to bring Kurakuta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay.
Jesus, this trial is the longest tutorial trial I've ever played in an Ace Attorney game. I can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's the key element to the key... I know! It's the tutorial! It's the first case. This is supposed to introduce you to, like, all of the different elements of Ace Attorney. And it is... We're, like, part 4 at this point. We'll find that it's a key element in the case. And I'm about to get another to be continued. Oh, thank God I didn't. Cool. Wow, they're all just up there, huh? I've got to remember the voice I gave them. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. I think I did like an old Southern.
Now what's all this about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that's dinner time for little baby Ido?
Little... He's got a little buzz cut, I just realized.
When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice. A worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this rasute shop owner's existence.
Be that as it may, Kurakuta-san, something has come to light that requires a clarification.
Oh, I need to take a step.
Yes, that's it, the very exact one that it is.
My throat is so dry.
The resplendent, splendiferous Hoey treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace on that fateful day. It can't be.
As I thought. Thank God I could just return to my normal voice.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool, put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices. Delicious.
Sandwich? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly it couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my holy treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing!
That is what we're trying to find out currently. Everyone's very quiet. And the judge is asleep. I'm kidding. Excuse me. Could I say something? Yes, of course.
Proceed, Inspector Hoshinaga.
I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau.
Wicked crimes, indeed.
We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes. I took on the job of waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kurakuta-san's Koban is all too clear.
What?
What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on the matter. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole Kurakuta-san's koban and hid it under the stake?
Yeah, it's all too clear to you. I don't know. All right, it's not my friend. It's not you. It's not you. That would be quite the twist. Maybe because it was his stake. Victim visiting. I don't think the victim would it. I feel like maybe. It could have been him too, though, because like it's not him. He's pissed that it's stolen. Am I supposed to say her? It's not her. She's 16. She's 16. Oh my god. Okay, no. I'm just gonna say her, because I hate her.
Take that!
Yeah, take that! Is it wrong? Yes, seems like a likely candidate for a koban thief. Wait, no, she hates Japanese stuff. All of it. She hates the language, she hates being here, she hates studying it, she wouldn't, would she? No, she hates it. She's all about England. Because she's racist. No, come on, Ryunosuke. Huh? You shocked me, Kazuma. Not as much as you shocked me. I'm sorry, I'm allowed to make a mistake. Just give me a chance. No one oh my god. No one could have approached the table unnoticed. Even if you're a crazy fool, you couldn't have missed that. I'm not sure you should be calling Kurekuta-san a crazy fool, Kazuma. It's you oh my gosh. It's you I was calling the crazy fool. Maybe I'm on the wrong track. Yeah, he's about to stab me with his sword. Oh my god. I've also never made this many mistakes in the first trial. If this is how the first trial is going, I'm like kind of terrified as to how the rest of this game is gonna go, because if it's gonna get harder from here, and we're already like at least mid-level Ace Attorney, it's gonna be bad. Yeah. Jesus, Cosmo, it was one mess up. Yeah, please put the katana away. Let's not go there. Okay,
Take that!
oh god, I was wrong again. Oh no, this is not good. Okay. Oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna just real quick. Just gonna save. I'll just overwrite this. Okay. Please. So that's 2 of my options down. The despicable scoundrel that stole... It's not the victim, and it's not the killer. So... 50-50 shot. I'm gonna go with him.
Take that!
The music stopped, so that's right. Yes. There we go. We got it. That was a close one. I live to fight another day. Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Yasunosa. What? How? How dare you? You monster. Monster? I stole that koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? Even the baby is shocked. Even the baby is getting blamed. But it wasn't me, it was Ido. Ido's the mastermind behind it. Wow, great father of the year here. I'm gonna blame my baby. My baby is the master thief. Yeah. Yeah, same. Yep. We're really going there, huh? You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby. I'm glad that, like, Ryunosuke is, like, definitely the voice of the audience, because what the hell? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa! Aw, look at little Ido in the back. Somebody get him a tissue, though. He's getting snot everywhere. You? Oh, no. Ah! Oh my god! Did he snap his back? Oh, look at him, his little outfit. Oh, that's really cute, actually. Wait, but can we talk about how his kid literally... Like, the horse thing? Like, what was that? What was that? That baby's face is everyone's face when someone says they don't like anime. Okay, this is like weirdly really cute. Look at his little salute. What a cutie. He can't be the master thief, like. Anyway. Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant Yasunosa, prepared to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. No. I love his little bouncy. No, don't push your child down like that. I don't think you're supposed to touch a baby's head like that. That's kind of dangerous. Do any of you know the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? Listen, this is a timely commentary. I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Sounds like he doesn't bother with the knife and fork thief, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his koban. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
Hey! Source Hill! Phantom thief! Listen, Korakuta, he didn't take your heart. He took your coin. It's not quite the same. Unless that coin was actually his treasure. In which case, is your mind palace gone? Wait, would Korakuta have a palace? Is he that corrupt? Anyway.
I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened.
The gunshot. Yes, when the professor was shot.
I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I'd too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date.
You know, I pronounced it rendezvous, but something tells me about his character that he would pronounce it rendezvouses. Like Gaston does in Beauty and the Beast. I feel like he would say it wrong. Well, Korekuta, did his story warm your heart, maybe? Will you offer him mercy in this time of need? Look at him, like, on the left. He is just, like, shaking. I don't know who said that. Probably Bitchy McBitcherson. Yep, I was right. It was Bitchy McBitcherson.
Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett.
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all.
No, she's staying exactly where we have her right now. Dude, I think you might have killed a couple brain cells doing that.
May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Indeed. The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it?
Well,
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Oh, community challenge complete. Oh, it's spooky game time. Maybe I can combine my cosplay stream with the spooky game. Spoops. I gotta figure out which spooky game go play. Probably continue with Yuppie Psycho, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for donating points.
very well. Now all questions concerning this witness testimony have been answered. I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
No! No, you're not! Come back! Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. No. And good day. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Hold on, wait a minute! Ryunosuke, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just... something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. Jarred with me? Jarred with you? What is this, like, strange English phrasing they have? Is this supposed to be, like, kind of British English that they're trying to do here? I'm confused. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking, make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it. Wait, Miss Brett! What is it now? I'm afraid just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a moment ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Attention!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Biting into... Would it be good? The good day? I mean, it's the good day part, right? Wait! She's trying to say that it's nonsense to not use a fork and knife to eat your steak. But earlier she said... I just became painfully aware of how dumb this is out of context. It's dumb to eat your steak without a fork and knife. But she specifically ate a steak with a fork and knife, and then it's about the people who ate the steak, and then if... Wait, no, I'm confused again. Oh my god. This game is... Okay. I'm going to need to see some evidence, Council. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory... Oh no. I'm just gonna save real quick. I'm just gonna overwrite this save right here. Ooh. Okay. Where's the evidence to prove it? That's not his steak because fork and knife, fork and knife, fork and knife. Wait, hold on. What does the steak say? The meal Miss Brett ordered for lunch, it was removed from the victim's table after the incident.
a fork and knife are right there, right? It's the only thing with forks and knives in it.
Take that!
It was right! I was right!
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred.
What's interesting is the plate of steak that you see here, that you can see on the victim's table.
The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency, the steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Oh, it's curved, which means that it was bitten out of, which is like kind of wild, but like that means, well, I guess unless, nope, you know what, for this context, no one's gonna say that you cut a curved, I don't know why you'd want to anyway. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Noticed what exactly, Counsel?
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at the steak, in particular the edge where it's been eaten. It's just been straight up bitten at. Wow. The fact that this is the clue that we're really honing in on. Again, I cannot believe this is the first trial. This is easily some at least trial 3 type shit. If this was the other games, this would have been trial 3, not trial 1. This is really scaring me for the rest of the game. As you can see here, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Oh. Ah! In English! Ah! It's in cursive, that's how you know! It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
But what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry and
Oh, she's patting herself. She's worried now.
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave every...
I feel like I've said ooh every single time she said shut up, and I'm sorry. I'm probably annoying the shit out of y'all.
I've heard enough, you irritating little spectacled samurai relic.
Oh, of course.
Damn. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Get it? Because she's a swan. Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? Yes. Now at last, it's all come together. Okay, well, we said that about the last 2 clues, so I feel like she's about to kind of pull a Deus Ex Machina, but hopefully not. Mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstains. The goose in her hat is alive? This game still kept the... Yep. It wouldn't be Ace Attorney if there weren't crazy outfits or crazy characters. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us?
Everything, Your Excellency. Everything. So dramatic.
Everything?
Everything. Yes, I believe these barbaric, why did I say barbaric? These barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase, typical Japanese empty threats.
You are racist, and I cannot wait to arrest you for murder. How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been what?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Objection!
This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And I'm gonna have to point it out, even though I kinda don't know what he's talking about. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Hosonaga, you got something else up your sleeve, man? You got some other random item that you happen to take from the crime scene? Excuse me. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? I'm gonna just, real quick, just in case. I'm gonna say Hosonaga. I feel like... Okay, wait, no. Let's think about it. Just for a little bit. Let's just think about it for a little bit. Okay. I don't think it's her. It could be her, but I don't think she'll be willing. I'm gonna say him.
Take that!
Is it though? Is it? I'm scared. I'm scared that it's still gonna penalize me. The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it.
Yes.
You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence?
Actually, I had to cough too, so I was kind of just waiting for him to do it. Anyway. Sorry, excuse me. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Kurekuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak.
You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer.
Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak?
Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something.
In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal,
Objection!
which is not Giselle's meal, which is evidence.
But that makes no sense. The plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection!
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over.
Is that what he was gonna suggest? Because I don't think that's right either. Dude, no. Don't do it. I'm gonna just...
You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, Yikes. When I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stick and hit the corn underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. Don't do that to your son, please. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing.
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you, so yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
Good God.
However, fear not, prosecutor son.
Oh, hello, Big Buffalo.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, that's all I did, sir.
All you did, that's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes!
So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes.
Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Oh no, she's getting real nervous.
That's correct.
Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment that he was shot, which would have the bloodstain, which would prove that she shot the professor, and that would be that she's the murderer.
Shut up! No! What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat, it can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
Actually. No, you're not wriggling your way out this time, lady.
I
Beg your pardon. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem to you, no?
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing.
Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. Don't overload her too much or her eyes will be revealed. That's the goal! That's the goal, Sorcel, that's the goal! And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
Yes, sir. Sorry for keeping you. Here's the other steak in its plate.
Oh, look! The cut marks are clean, like they would be with a fork and knife, and there's blood on the fucking plate. Lo and behold!
Please feel free to examine it.
The blood stain. It's clearly visible, look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. Oh, hello, Alio-san. Everybody's getting online right now. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Here's a freak out! Here's a freak out! Y'all ready? Here it is. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be the thing. Here's the moment.
Outdone by a Japanese... me, a Japanese schoolboy! No! No! No!
Yeah. Oh, it's tied to her. There was a chicken there! Oh, there's a bunch of them! Oh, I forgot it's tied to her head, so it's like... I'm sorry, excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, look at the little chicks! Oh, look, there's a little dog! Oh my god! Look at them, they're so cute! I'm sorry, but what the fuck was that with the... Why did she, like, die and go to heaven? Also, if she was going anywhere, it was not heaven. Leave it to Ace. We don't tolerate that kind of language. LOL. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. And I died for a minute. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth, this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency.
Oh, what fucking bullshit is she gonna say now? Oh, wow, she actually... Okay, cool. I was like, I can't do another fucking cross-examination right now.
It was I who took the professor's life using curare. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes, of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan at the spur of the moment.
A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
Under your skirt? So I was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Place where you were sure that I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, boom.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. We got her now. I want to see her face.
So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor? Misdemeanor? You murdered a man!
Your Excellency,
Yes?
I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
What? No, you can't just... Wait a minute! Get your ass back here! You murdered somebody! Oh, she just gonna walk away. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement?
This can't be. Takasuchi Ouchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Ah! Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
Thanos must be canon in this universe.
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
Don't worry. There's a long line of ancestors for Naruhodo that, believe me, will kick your ass then too. You've become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside to make way for the new. That's a little ageist, don't you think? Just like a little. It's the way of the world. May you never. Ooh, I think that's a little ageist. Oh, damn. Sir! I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. He's cute. I'm sipping a little bit. 1,000 millennia may pass and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. And it's true. I took down Ouchi, I took down Winston Payne, I took down Caspin Payne, I'm gonna take down anybody else. Fucking try me. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation, new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits. But what it would look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That's for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. Ooh, what does that mean? I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Ah, never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes.
In you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh, look at him. He's on this little defense. Oh, okay.
It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty!
Confetti? Oh, they're cherry blossom petals instead of confetti. That's way cooler. I love the. I think it's actually, it's like canon, but it's. I'm pretty sure it's canon, but it's not like really discussed. I think there's like only one mention of it in like a comic or something. But Detective Gumshoe is the one that has that's always throwing the confetti at the end of trials when they get not guilty verdicts. It makes me happy to think about, especially in the games where Gumshoe's not there anymore. Where did Gumshoe go? I need the return of Gumshoe, and I need it now.
This court is now adjourned.
I finished the first trial. It only took me way too goddamn long, but I did it. Just making sure my kitty cat was okay. She's behind me. She is all snuggled up on the couch. I wish y'all could see her. I think she knows I'm looking at her. Anyway. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street, don't forget. I don't know who's speaking. I think it's older man. Oh no, it's her.
Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Your kind words should really be from my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Oh, yes, of course.
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikatoba, judicial assistant to
I can't speak. Judicial assistant to the defense. Clearly, I can't be dainty without fucking up. Speaking of Mikatoba.
Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order.
I gave him an old southern accent too, but I gave him a less grunty one because he's not. But that mustache, man!
Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you, after all. Your efforts exposed a true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikatoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson?
Exactly.
In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now.
Besides,
it's your turn, Asuge. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot.
I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Yasugi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course he is! Absolutely! What if we need to stab a guy? Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. It cuts down anything that's in my way. Damn straight! What if we need to stab a guy? Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes.
That reminds me. What happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. For Shanghai? What? Shanghai? What? What are you talking? What? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? Why not? Consular jurisdiction. I don't know who's saying that. Ah. Inspector Hosonaga.
It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate...
But what's all this about consular jurisdiction?
We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan.
What? We can't try her? But then who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Something's kind of fishy. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it.
The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously.
Yeah, seriously enough where they want to cover it up, those assholes. But it's all going to change for now. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor... You're right, this is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
In that case, might I suggest La Carnival?
No! Let's not go to the crime scene!
As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink.
You're not a waiter! You're an undercover cop, man! You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you?
Let's not worry about details for now. To La Carnival! Will you accompany us, Professor?
Of course. My Carnival's food is second to none.
I shall go and attend the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh yes, thank you. Why was he bleeding? I guess he's sick. I really think he has tuberculosis, but it's really not talked about. He just coughs and then blood trickles down his mouth and then everyone's like, oh, okay, that's normal. And this is, I don't know. He kind of just wipes it off on his little waiter sleeve thing too, and it's like, dude, I think you're about to like give everybody TB. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Until later, unless... Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke? I just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today. Oh, this theme is so good. Ha! I didn't do a thing.
You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I think Edgeworth is descended from him. I really think that's what they're, like, hinting at. That Kazuma is, like, Edgeworth's ancestor. And then... I don't know. I hope so. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it, for being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me! All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. Oh, that's not good for you, because this game is called The Great Ace Attorney, and you're about to see that a lot. I did what you told me to do, that's all, because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No, the ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? In fairies? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. Well, if you're a lawyer long enough, especially one of these games, you might get one. Which I think... Is it... There was like a hint that it was his conviction, but I feel like it's probably more of his powers of observation in this one. So I guess we're not getting like a Magatama or like a bracelet or anything, which is a little sad, but it's fine, I guess. Or widget. They need to make an Athena Sykes Ace Attorney game. I need Athena to get her own game. But you have to make a choice about what to believe and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. Yeah, like I was this entire trial. For way too long. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. Well, I didn't have a choice. You faced seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. Why are you sad? Don't be sad. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Yes? You're ready to level up. Okay, me too. And also there's like some spells that I was kind of looking through and I like want to take, but also I kind of like don't want to. There's like two different directions that I want to go, and I can't decide which one. I feel like they both make sense with her character, which is like really important to me, that I like pick spells that are character related, not just like, but I don't know. I want to level up too. I feel like we've been level, what? We're 9, right? Level 9? I feel like we've been level 9 for a little while. It's time. Feels right. Yeah, okay. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is... Will you go to Britain with me? Is that it? Ah, you're still here, are you? Dude, you got a little something. Oh, Inspector Hosonaga! I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Okay. Bye. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Ah, yes. That too. Yay! I did it! The first trial is done! So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san. my god, I can't speak. Who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still, savage. Actually, he played kind of a role. Like, it was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Cosmo hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. To be oh, end! Yay! That's really the end of the first part. Yee! Oh, God. I got an award! Defense debut. Yes, please save my progress. We'll just overwrite this one. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. Oh, no. Oh, Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh, that's right! Wait, if we're going... Wait, no, hold on. I have a feeling that... Okay, there's 5 episodes. I feel like this next one isn't gonna actually be, like, on the ship. Like, I feel like it's not gonna get to Great Britain yet. Like, we're gonna have a murder on the ship. And then we're gonna have a murder in Great Britain. And then another one. And then this is gonna be, like, the big one, obviously. It's the finale. But I wonder... I have a feeling, if this one isn't the one where we get to Great Britain, Herlock Sholmes is gonna show up here. And then we're gonna get to know him and love him in this one. And then he's gonna be accused of murder. Because every single time you want to love something, Ace Attorney, they're like, why don't we take your ally and then put him on the stand? So, yeah. I think I'm gonna start it. But then I'm gonna call it... I'll find a good stopping point.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost
Oh my god, is this like
sound.
fully...
Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. You see it, Wilson? He yelled, his tense voice
Wilson.
reverberating through the air.
Watson.
I
Dr.
raised my
Wilson!
dark
Dr.
lantern
Watson!
shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which you referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
I did not expect this to go full on. Oh, hello, Midna. You're finally making an appearance. I'm kind of shocked that you...
You want to say hi to everybody? You don't want to say hi to everybody? You're going to crawl right past me? Pretend that you were... Oh, you're so sleepy. You're so sleepy. Oh, it's animated.
So then, let us unravel this mystery
Herlock!
and discover what events led to this curious murder.
I knew there was going to be a murder on the
Do
ship.
excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed.
Oh no,
lock
don't do this
suggests
locked
the
room
bolt was
mystery
tampered with
bullshit.
anyway. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery.
I hate those words. Stop saying that
In his
shit.
final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor.
What is this, Danganronpa?
Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality.
Yeah, because it's a different language, probably. Is that a gun? Oh.
This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident. By the
Is that
victim
luminol?
himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
This is like fully animated.
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait.
That
was not a good accent, but also
You see,
that first
in
voice
less than
sounded so
5 seconds
familiar.
from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder.
That voice
and
sounds so
it can
familiar.
be locked from inside.
It's not a
Yes,
locked
the
room
locked
mystery. I'm
room.
so tired of locked room
That
mysteries.
mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Why is she British?
Who are you? And where have you come from?
Hosonaga, is that you? Are you with
British
us?
consultant detective, the only one in the world.
Harlock Sholmes!
Herlock Sholmes.
Yay!
I presume
I'm sorry, Minda.
you must have heard of me.
Of course! Harlock Sholmes! I have a baby. Oh. He's so sleepy. Can you get up, please? Okay. oh, okay. Well, do you mind? Ma'am? Can I help you? I'm gonna just kinda, can you? There you go. Thank you. Don't be mad at me. Go on. Anyway, Herlock Sholmes! I was right about the murder happening on the boat. Ship. It's a ship. A ship can carry a boat, but a boat can't carry a ship. Herlock Sholmes. The legend. Herlock Sholmes. I'm so excited. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Don't you mean trouble in the water? Right, yo, this is the... Alrighty. Wait, I can't move. Oh, cool! I've been arrested again! Why am I in handcuffs? So, you wake up now, Oh, no, that's... Oh, this is, okay, sorry. We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You... What? You found me then? Nah, we found you, and now you pay. Criminal! How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe? Sorry? Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, Ooh, that's a threat. No, I'll tell you everything. Who is this speaking? Isn't that... Is it him? Oh no. Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Miss Susato! Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Whose murder am I accused of now? Where is he? No. 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 No! Do not tell me this man is dead! Why is the lawyer always getting blamed? That's what I want to know. Do not fucking tell me he is dead. Do not. Ace Attorney cannot keep doing this to me. Ha! You pretend you do not know. You are a wolf in the sheep's pelt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What? Man, fuck this game! No! No! They are... God damn it! This is the second time! This is the second... I feel like... Oh my god. That stupid meme where it's just like... It's Dr. Doofenshmirtz. It's like, if I had a nickel for every time that something, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? If I had a nickel for every single time I get super attached and one of the attorney characters turns out to be my favorite and they die in the second trial, I'd have 2 nickels! 2! Which is not a lot, but it is really weird. It happened twice. They may have fade me again! Again! Ugh! Man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. Oh my god. Here in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. His body? Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please! I didn't. But I hair all over my face now because of Nidna. God! It was just 2 short weeks ago. They Mia fade me. Again! Again! Oh my god. I'm laughing, but I'm really upset. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you have come to England with me to study? It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewmen just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was going to die. Well? Yes, I still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. Savage! Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. Ugh, I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is... Oh, sorry, that's Rinosuke. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant, Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point, surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No, but if she knew that what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Great. That's exactly why I got blamed. Is he really dead? Because he better not be. This better be like a hoax or something. Because I will never recover. Anyway, it's about time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I will never recover from this. I need that gif from Tiger King, but instead of financially recover from this, is emotionally recover. I will never emotionally recover from this. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there. I think it won't be for long. Cool, so it's the cleaning guy that killed him. We'll find this guy, don't worry. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I tell you what. Why don't you write keep out or something on this piece of paper? Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. What? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside. I don't know. That's pretty suspicious. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. We leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make any more trouble for yourself. Murderer! No, I'm not a murderer! I've already beat that rap! Don't make me do it again!
Ah, you said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
This is really upsetting to me. Susato-san? She is angry. Please tell me what happened. I need to know.
Very well. But there's something I would like to ask of you too.
Ugh, those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. Probably. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. Kasuma's death? He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs, they think I did it? They think I'm Kasuma's— he's really dead! I'm about to throw my controller. I'm so mad.
When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside.
What do you mean?
There's no access to the cabin via the porthole window, and the bolt on the door can't be operated from the outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls,
Which means they were already inside and they escaped when somebody came into the room and the door was unlocked, because that's how locked room mysteries work. I've literally seen so many of these. But then again, that first trial really did give me a run for my money, so who knows? Maybe they will actually twist my brain a little bit.
or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation?
Well, there is a vent literally right over there. So, there's that. But also, it could have already been— there could have been a stowaway in the stowaway room. That wasn't me, the stowaway, but a different stowaway. How did he die then? What happened?
Are you still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances?
Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me. I really would like to know, actually.
The cause of death is still undetermined.
They don't know how he died?
The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call.
So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then. Jeez, how long till they get to the next port? They're gonna have to keep that body— Ooh. Probably should just toss him overboard. I don't think that's wise.
That's true, yes.
Okay, now the incident. Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma?
Presumably that's something you know the answer to better than anyone.
Please.
Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all.
Well, yes, I was, but she's so mad.
He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't.
Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at his cabin door, I wonder? So it happened at night.
I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside, there was Kazuma-sama collapsed on the floor.
Why would he write a message in Russian? Also, what if he's left-handed? That's happened before. Just saying. I don't know if we know that, but he also probably wouldn't write a message in Russian. I don't think he knew Russian. And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow.
I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe.
This is all very hard to believe for me too, trust me.
Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question.
Yes, alright. Ugh, my head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. So he probably got whackest bonkest. Stowaway.
Why are you even on board this ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin for the entire time.
I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing?
No, that would have been impossible, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
He actually asked you? But why?
I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself.
I don't understand.
I swear to God, if he's really super mega dead and he starts coming back as some sort of spirit guide to help me do my trials throughout the rest of the game, I'm gonna be so mad because they truly Mia Fade me again. And I'm gonna flip a table. Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. Oh my gosh, you can decide here. Oh my god, you can decide for yourself. I can't read. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. Then you wouldn't have to become a lawyer? You could become legal partners? What is happening?
Kazuma-sama he was always saying the same thing, that he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you.
Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then, it was darker than I've ever seen it before. Susada-san, I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you, my stowing away on this ship, I mean.
If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association.
That's exactly right, yes. Word perfect, in fact. So last night, the murder.
If you're not the culprit, then tell me, what happened last night here in this cabin?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I...
Fell asleep?
Well, yes.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed.
Well, yes. I know it sounds unbelievable, really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Because probably you were knocked out, which is why you didn't stir. Something wrong?
Oh, no, it's... Please, forget it.
Susato-san, you have to believe me, I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this.
Ugh. This is... It's gotta be one of the... Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen?
Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator.
perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. I'm sorry, but Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen. Well, what do you propose to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life, and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Oh god, did she karate chop me? Holy shit, she totally did. What the? That was a Susanoo takedown. Okay. A Susanoo what? What martial art form is that? I'm going to need you to prove it. Sorry? Prove it? Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to... Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law. Ah, I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I don't know what do I even have? The paper seal and my badge. Those are the two things I have. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty. This one. Yes! I couldn't get out because of the paper, I guess. Tell me when I was discovered in the wardrobe before. Was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh, yes it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well. Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. Yes, that's quite true, and also kind of a flimsy argument, but we're just gonna go with it. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Again, kind of a leap in logic, but let's go with it. Please work. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you. Thank you, Susanoo-san, I think. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? I can get right side up? Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least. And I think that is probably a good stopping point for tonight. Also, I'm getting tired and I need to get some more water because I'm thirsty. But yay! I finished the first case and started the second one, which I feel like is pretty great progress. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, except for the fact that one of my favorite characters already went and died, and it's the second trial of the game. I am sad. I'm not gonna go spoil myself and see if he still is actually alive and it's like all a big setup or whatever. I'm gonna just let it be, but I will be upset. So yeah, until next time, which will be Wednesday. Well, not next time for this game, but next time I'm streaming is Wednesday, which won't be art stream this time. I didn't really feel like drawing on stream this week, so I'm just gonna keep achievement hunting in Dishonored because I felt like crawling around dark, decrepit city streets with gross plague rats for some reason. I wanted to make a little more progress on my 100% trip? Whatever. I'm trying to get all the achievements in Steam, so let's make some more progress on Wednesday. And then on Friday, I'm going to be playing more Zelda because I am going to finish that. I wasn't just going to like start that on stream and then not finish it. So that's the plan. So yeah, follow me everywhere if you haven't already. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a good rest of your night or day, depending on what time it is, because time zones are weird. Bye!